This is a huge new Go High Level update. They just released managed AI agents, and this is one of the bigger, more powerful updates that High Level has released. These agents can perform very high leverage tasks inside of Go High Level, higher than anything we've seen before. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what these are, how they work, and how to build them from scratch. Let's get into it. Go High Level released an insane AI update with their new managed AI super agents. I even had to call Dom and bring him in ASAP to explain this because this is an absolute game changer. Dom, let's just jump right into it.
All right, guys. Yeah, we're going to go straight into the newest updates. Obviously, you guys know it as super agents. It is not called super agents anymore. It is now called managed agents, and we will get to that in a second. So let me share my screen. So as you guys probably remember from our last collaboration, or if you've seen any videos on super agents, then you know you have to go into the lab section to turn them on. They're still in beta mode. Then you're going to come down here to AI agents, and you will find them in the agent studio. However, you may have noticed they're no longer called super agents. They're now replaced with managed agents. Still the same thing. There are a few updates, but now they're called managed agents. I actually don't know why they changed the name. I kind of liked super agents, but maybe they have some other things planned for maybe even a bigger super agent that's coming out. We have create managed agent right here. We're going to start from scratch. We're going to just do a brand new one. Once again, if you guys have no idea what super agents are, you should probably get a little refresher. Go watch one of our old videos on it. But basically what a super agent or a managed agent is, it has the ability to basically be programmed and prompted to control your entire Go High Level account. So that's everything. We already had conversation AI bots, so we have agents here, but that's more so for the communication channel between your customers and your clients. This goes so far beyond that. This goes to everything that you're seeing over here. It connects to all of these contacts, calendars, conversations, dashboard, launchpad, everything that you can ever touch basically on Go High Level itself on the CRM. That is what it connects to. So it can create your pipelines, automations, things like that. In a nutshell, it's basically, it's going to replace automations is what I think it's going to do. I think that's kind of where we're seeing this go in the future, is we will no longer be building a lot of automations for pipelines or for calendars or for payments and invoicing. It'll all be done through what is called a managed agent.
And guys, real quick, just to say, I'm going to be linking a video at the end of this video. It's going to be complete super agents, managed agents tutorial. So don't worry, we have you covered regardless. Just to know, we'll do that refresher at the end of this video, but continue.
Yes, because this video is more so us just breaking down some of the new updates. We're not going to necessarily go through absolutely everything. That would take a little bit too long. So in this video, if you guys want to know what's new, what we're doing, what is Go High Level doing, that's what you're going to find out here. So let's create a brand new managed agent right here. And you'll notice that it looks pretty similar. This is the main page. Everything here is the exact same. It shows you the little templates over here to the left, and then how you're going to start with a use case. Almost every single time we're going to use knowledge base assistant. All these other ones are cool, but you can still build them with the knowledge base assistant, community moderator, email campaign manager, social media posting. These are all things that you can build regardless, but we're almost always going to be using the knowledge base assistant because it's just a lot easier. And I'll break that down in a second. We'll click knowledge base assistant. The first little change here is going to be when you click add trigger. We've got some new triggers here, but also it looks a little bit different. This is not what it used to look like. So it's got everything ready to go, and it's all filtered out based off popularity right here, based off contacts if you want to do one when a contact is created, based off tags if you want to trigger it when a tag is added, based off opportunities. So we've got opportunity created and opportunity status change if you're doing one for a pipeline, which in my opinion is actually the most popular use case. I think that's going to be one of the biggest reasons that anybody uses these, is when they're trying to move someone through a pipeline. Because it was always the most annoying thing for me back in 2022 and 2023, is that I'd have to create all these intricate automations to move somebody through a pipeline because I knew that the client wouldn't be able to do it. And so it ended up being this insane task that was very annoying. And now we have this agent that can just do it for us, or more importantly, do it for the client. So that's why I love this one so much. Appointments. Yeah, this one's pretty basic. Whenever an appointment booked, do you want the bot to do something? Do you want them to take them to a pipeline? Do you want them to add a lead tag? Do you want them to do this, do that, whatever, literally anything. It's hard to explain because it can do everything. So whatever it is that you want to do, if you want it to be triggered by an appointment, boom, that would be right there. And then check this out, guys. This one's actually brand new. No joke. These must have just come out in the last 24 hours. Facebook lead form.
It's insane. That is insane.
This is my actual reaction. I did not know this came out. So we got survey submitted in Facebook lead form. These were not on here. We just had regular form the whole time. So this changes the vibe completely. We might have to make another video. Facebook lead form, that's crazy. That means basically when you go and create a Facebook ad, which I just did last week for a chiropractic clinic, they have 22 new leads, by the way, from that ad. It's unbelievable. $6 per lead. I'll have to break that down in another video too. But basically now I could take their ad, connect it to Facebook lead form because we already have that set up, connect that to the managed agent and have it follow up and have it add a tag here and have them put them through the pipelines and the automations and everything. I can have this bot do absolutely everything for that client, which is really cool. And yeah, like I said, I might have to mess around with that too. And then we have communications. That's just chat message. That's the one that's already on there as default. That's whenever someone messages you on any platform whatsoever. So Facebook Messenger or just a regular chat or an email or something like that. Boom, that's going to trigger the bot to do whatever it is that you want it to do. Then lastly is schedule. This is basically if you want it to run on a certain schedule. Maybe you don't want your bot working at night. You only want it to work the day shift. You can do that. It just depends on how you want to set that up. I don't necessarily see myself using the schedule one too often. Maybe if I had an event on next weekend and I wanted to only run it for the weekend, I could do something like that. But for right now, I would say the most popular ones that you're going to use is chat started, which is the one that's already on here. Or now, geez, this Facebook lead form looks really cool. If you guys like surveys on your websites, that's fine. Form submitted is going to be definitely probably the second most used one. Because imagine you're on a website, let's say it's for landscaping or something, you fill out the form, boom, it automates the response, but it also automates this nice little bot to basically do absolutely everything that you need it to do for that person that submitted that form. Basically, that is going to be the new update to triggers. Like I said, you guys got to see my live reaction to those 2 new triggers. And then also we have apps. So if I click app right here, this looks a little bit different than what it used to. We've got the default app, which of course I'm going to break down for you right now. This shows you all 458 skills that the default has. So this is built in all of your guys' accounts. It automatically has all of these skills. If you couldn't tell from just staring at them, these are all features inside of GHL. So conversation AI, contacts, campaigns, calendars, they have all of these skills. They can create notifications, create calendars, update appointments, basically anything that you can do in GHL, boom, this thing can do. Really cool. But if you guys want to go outside of Go High Level, you might want to connect MCP servers, or you might have a HubSpot that you want to connect, or Calendly or Canva or whatever, then by all means, they're right here. So you guys can just click on whichever one that you want. If you wanted to do HubSpot, I know that's a big one that Go High Level is pushing right now because we're trying to switch a lot of HubSpot guys over to GHL. So you guys can connect it right here through the MCP, and they keep adding more and more. Higgsfield is something that I really want to try out soon. A lot of people have been telling me to try out Higgsfield, so I might try that, make a video on that too. Shippo, I believe that's for ecom. And then, yeah, the list goes on and you guys can mess around with that. And I'll be honest, if you guys even know what MCPs are, then you'll be fine because you're going to be advanced enough to know how this all works. There you go. If you guys want to connect that third party, boom, that's how you do it. Next, we've got web search capabilities. That's always been on there. And that's just the ability for it to search the web, which comes in handy a lot when you have a bot that can go basically online and find anything out that you would ever want to find out. I always keep that on for that reason. Image generation, I've been pretty outspoken about this. I don't like AI image generation. I think it doesn't look that great. And I also, even if it does look great, you can still kind of tell it's AI. So I have always stayed away from image generation, especially for local business. If you're dealing with a local business and a population of 200,000 people, just take the photo yourself, guys. I just got off the side of a concrete company. If I would have used AI images for that concrete job, it just would have come off fake and scammy and stupid. But I went out there and we took photos and it was great and got a bunch of really cool videos, super satisfying videos that you guys are going to get to see on the channel soon. But that's why I'm against image generation. So I keep that off. But this one is brand new. We got custom API. So if you guys wanted to add any custom APIs, I know a lot of you guys do this. This kind of goes hand in hand with what we were just talking about with integrating other apps. You can do the same thing with other integrations with API keys and codes and stuff like that. So I could click plus right here and there you go. I know this looks kind of crazy, but that's how APIs are. I know that there are a lot of people that are like, yes, I have an API key and I really want to connect it to GHL in different ways. So this is something that me and Declan maybe can test out later. But
this is a wet dream for the vibe coding nerds.
Yeah, it depends how nerdy are you, then you're going to want to do this API. But for now, let's stick with the not nerdy people. No, I'm just kidding. But we'll just stick with people who are just getting into Go High Level. You're probably like, what the heck is he talking about? API and MC. How many more letters do I have to go through? But no, let's do the knowledge base, guys. So if we click on add knowledge base, this is why I like this one so much better. And I was talking about that before when I clicked knowledge base as the use case. So basically what knowledge base is, if you guys have never used a knowledge base yet, or you haven't built a conversation AI bot, knowledge base is the brain, the absolute brain power and the brain itself of the bot. So everything that bot could ever want to know, the knowledge base of it is built in here. And we can go show you guys that in a second. But for right now, I've got a bunch in here already, obviously, that I built throughout my channel. This one's a chiropractic knowledge base, so it knows everything about chiropractic, more specifically, everything about that chiropractic business, which is in Springfield. That's the one that I built for this demo. So it knows everything about that chiropractic office, and it also knows everything about chiropractic in general. So it can answer questions about neck pain or this or that, anything that you could imagine. We just go to ChatGPT, we have it build out the entire knowledge base, copy, paste, boom, done. So why do I like knowledge base so much? Because it knows everything. So when it knows all of those things about chiropractic, it makes all the instructions down here so much easier. Yeah, we have the CRM capabilities and the primary goals and the answering rules, but when you connect that to the brain power of the bot that knows everything about that business, then it just makes it work that much better. So that's why I like knowledge base. I think all of you guys watching are probably going to be building knowledge bases specific to your clients, specific to that industry. And then the instruction part is going to be pretty easy once you have that done. And that's what we're going to go over today. That's going to be the knowledge base right there. And now you might notice this right here is brand new. This is called custom skills. So this is the biggest update. They also have custom skills in Ask AI. We could probably do another video on that if you guys want. But for right now, this was the biggest update to managed agents or super agents, besides the name change, obviously. But custom skills is really cool. So what custom skills do, or what this is, basically the ability to train the bot on specific things. So if I wanted to train this bot specifically for invoicing, let's say I wanted to be a really good invoicing bot for, we can go back to landscaping as the demo, as the option. So it's a landscaping invoice, or maybe it's a quoter. It can quote different landscaping jobs. I can basically upload a skill right here, or my favorite version, which is just add the skill manually, because ChatGPT can help me out with this, is basically I would put the skill name. So I could do landscape invoicing or payments, whatever it is that I want to do. And then I can do and estimates. I'll do and estimates. Then I do the description. I describe what it is that I want this skill to be. And then boom, I do the instructions of that skill. Now I want to show you guys what a skill looks like, because a lot of you are probably going, oh, my skill is going to be good at invoicing, whatever, like something so general. That's not what it is at all. Skill is crazy. Like it can be multiple pages long. It looks like absolute mumbo jumbo. It looks like a vibe coded website. It's kind of crazy. And I don't want to scare anybody, because I don't understand it either. That's why I go to ChatGPT and it builds it for me. But let me show you guys what the skill looks like. So if I go to upload skill, and this is how I found it out, by the way, I downloaded the template. They give you a downloaded template. So if I download this template, which is right here, and I open this up, and after you download it, I upload it into ChatGPT. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like, because you can't see it right here. I'm going to paste it below. This is what it looks like. And this is the template that you guys have as well. So this is for a follow-up email writer. And the description is draft a short follow-up email after a call or a meeting. Use whenever the user asks to write, draft, or send a follow-up to a leader customer. And then it shows everything right here, everything it's supposed to do, the steps that it has to take, the rules that it has to have. And it kind of looks a little weird. They've got different dashes and things like that, placeholders, whatever. So I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're trying to build it from scratch, I would most likely download the template and train your ChatGPT to understand the formatting of it. So that's exactly what we're doing here. So what I did to train my ChatGPT, as I said, hey, Go High Level just introduced skills inside of Ask and Managed Agents. This is the format. Can you create me 3 separate skills that I can use for my landscaping company? One of them needs to be for invoicing and bidding jobs. I'm going to press enter, boom, and let's see what it does. And there you go. Look at it. It has the name, which is exactly what we needed over here. So when we go back to add skill, we have the name, we have the description, and then we have the hashtag instructions. So now when I go back into ChatGPT, it should have everything perfectly laid out. So the first one is landscaping job estimator and invoice builder. So the description is to create professional landscaping estimates, invoicing, and pricing. Here are the steps. Read every single detail the user provides about the job. So that's going to be the property type, service requested, measurements, materials, labor, equipment required. If the information is missing, list the assumptions being made instead of inventing facts. Create an itemized estimate so it shows everything that we need. That's labor, materials, equipment. Then it's got add a recommended profit margin, calculate everything right here, generate a professional customer estimate. Basically everything that a landscaper would have to go do in order to get that estimate ready and sent out. So that's skill number 1. Skill number 2 that it created was landscaping sales assistant. So this is going to help you get more sales. Determines what the service of the customer customer wants, identifies the pain points, recommends the best solution. Here are the rules to never pressure the customer, keep responses conversational. Here are the upsells. It's always trying to upsell mulch or decorative rock or landscape lighting. And then you've got skill number 3, which is going to be landscaping project planner. So this is going to be breaking down the landscaping projects into organized work plans. And then here are the steps: reviewing the requested project, breaking the project into phases. So you guys get the idea. These are 3 different skills. We're not going to add all 3. We can just do this one up here because this is the one that I wanted to test out. So the first thing I do is I take the name, boom, copy that one, head on back, and I'm going to paste that in the skill name. Next one, I'm going to do the description, and we're going to paste that description right there. And now the fun part, the instructions. So let me go get those and then paste them there. Boom. And then we paste right there. And that's everything. That is everything that we would need to make our first skill. I have a few skills over here that I've already built. We can go over those a little bit too, but check this out. We're going to save the skill and it's already done. There's no wait time or anything. We've got it in here. We've got it ready to go. And that's the only one that we have clicked right now. So that's going to be the only skill that this bad boy has. And we haven't even trained this bot to do anything else, but we now know that it has that skill, which is really cool. So if I wanted to, I could ask it to utilize that skill. I can say, can you help with my landscape invoicing? Boom, done. And let's see if it has that skill.
It's pretty crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, and we haven't even trained this bot at all. This is a brand new, fresh bot. It knows nothing about landscaping at all. I obviously haven't done the knowledge base or anything. This is just the skill, and it should still have that skill in there, which is absolutely insane. It would be way better if I had trained this bot already, if all the instructions were in here and the knowledge base was in here, but I just wanted to show you guys the skill. Everything else we've done multiple times on other videos. So for right now, we're just going through that, and we're going to see how it does it. And check it out, guys. It's actually changing all the instructions, the platform capabilities, the primary goals based off of that skill. That I didn't know it would do. That's crazy. So it's training the bot. And you can see right here, we have a custom skill already in here. So there he goes. It says, I updated the knowledge base assistant to help with landscape invoicing while keeping its existing name. It will collect job details, draft line items, calculate totals. And
real quick, Dom, I have a quick question, and I'm assuming some of the people will have a question on this because it's very important. What is the main difference between, let's say, skills and the prompt? What is the main differentiator? Like, why should someone 100% be using the custom skills versus just throwing it in the prompt to tell it what to do?
So that was my first question in the beginning. And then I realized that the main thing about skills and the actual prompt itself down here is that the prompt is going to be a general rule of thumb, just rules in general of what to follow. Skills are exactly what it sounds like. They're actual skills, specific skills that you want this bot to follow every single time. So this one's going to be a little bit more general over here. You have rules, you have primary goals, you have capabilities. But when you're looking at skills and we're really breaking down a skill for landscaping, you saw that in the prompt. It shows every specific detail. It shows like, oh, if you're doing a retaining wall, if you're doing like a flagstone, or if you're doing that, it's specific to whatever it is that you're trying to do. While this is more just like a general rule of thumb, training your bot on platform capabilities, primary goals of the bot, invoicing rules of the bot. But yeah, so basically, it's just how specific you want to be on that exact skill that you want it to be able to do. So a really powerful bot would probably have a skill on every single aspect of the CRM. So we could have an insanely specific skill on how we do invoicing, and then we could have another really crazy skill on how we do CRM management or contact management, for instance, because there are things that we can do in the skills that we cannot do over here in the instructions. We just don't have enough room. You can't be that specific on absolutely everything that you do over here when you're training that bot, but you can when you upload individual skills. So hopefully that makes more sense, and it'll make more sense when we go over way more different varieties of skills and different things that you can do. And I wanted to bring up one skill that I think is really cool. I don't know if I have it in here, but I know I have it over in Ask AI because I've been building skills over there too. Oh, here's one of them. So CRM lead qualification is a really cool skill. So it shows all the different steps to actually going through the CRM and determining if a customer is worth reaching out to or not. And that's not necessarily something that you would have already pre-planned in your prompt below. So that's kind of cool. It goes through your entire CRM, your contact list, identifies the service that the person's interested, determines their desired timeline, asks qualifying questions, collects information, first name, last name, email, things like that. And it shows all the rules and everything over there. I also have one for managing my contact list, because when you have 75,000 contacts like I do, it gets a little crazy, and I get duplicate contacts and I get random emails that don't exist and they're fake emails or fake phone numbers. I don't want to have to go through that list and just keep on going through it over and over again and delete. And this would take me weeks. It would take me months. I created a skill instead of just creating a bot. I created a skill that would would help me and help my bot manage my entire contact list all the time, literally all the time. You can go through every single week, every day, whatever, and go through my all 70,000 contacts and say, oh, you have 2,000 duplicates. Let's delete those. You have all these tags that you don't need anymore. Let's get rid of those stupid tags. So that's kind of where I'm seeing skills be used, is just when you really want to dial down on specific things and specific rules that you want to build. I like them. They're pretty cool, and they just make the bot that much better. But there you go. That's my little spiel on skills. But check this out, guys. We're going to publish this real quick, and we're going to test it out. So we're going to go over to test agent. And when I type in the message right here, I'm going to ask it to invoice. Let's say I'm going to do a retaining wall job. I need help being a retaining wall job. Let's just type that in. All right. So it's going to town. It's asking us all these different questions. So check this out, guys. It asked 6 different things. It's going to ask for all this. It says, share whatever you have and I'll build it out. All right. Perfect. So guys, you have to remember, this can be used by not only the customer in a sense, but this can be used by the client. So the client themselves, let's say I am the landscaping client. I'm one of the clients that pays you $300 a month or whatever. This is so nice that I'm going to be able to connect this to Ask AI, connect it to my CRM, and be able to basically use this on the go as well through Lead Connector and things like that. That way it knows exactly how to bid these jobs if I'm on the job site, or even if I'm not on the job site, it still has the ability to open Google Maps and things like that and find out everything about that location in their backyard. And it's just absolutely insane that you can do this anywhere you want at any time of the day. So right now it's going to ask, is it residential or commercial? Any access challenges, steep slopes, tight gates, all these things that you have to know when you're a landscaper in order to come up with a finalized number. So I'm going to play around with this for a second. I'm going to put in some of this information. So check this out, guys. I put in everything that we need. I said residential with a slightly steep slope in the backyard, 15-foot long retaining wall by 4-foot height. Boulder stone is the material. We need to clear some land and remove 3 different trees. We do need drainage going into the backyard, 30 feet worth. We need caps and backflow cleanup. We have 3 crew members at $20 an hour with no equipment rentals. So that's everything that they asked. We can press enter and the bot should be able to do everything that we need. So that's what we're waiting on now. And this is just one example. Obviously, there's so many different things you can do, whether it's like in the roofing industry or whether it's on the car mechanic shop industry. These are just things that I know that landscapers go through on a day-to-day basis, and it takes them a lot of time and a lot of math. And if you mess up this math, then you're screwed, because it's going to hurt you in the end. If you do one number wrong and it's a $20,000 job versus a $15,000 job, and you didn't plan for that, you're going to lose a bunch of money, and that's not good. So this is something that we know that AI is going to be absolutely perfect in every way, shape, and form. And it's going to be way better than anything that we could have done with the calculator even. Yeah, as you can see, it's going through everything, the labor total. Now it's going through the actual materials and the cost of that. Next, it's going to do the estimate summary. It's going to just genuinely come up with the perfect price for this job. And yeah, there's a little bit more things I could have been slightly more specific on. I probably could have said, hey, we're using this machine. It's going to cost us this much in fuel, blah, blah, blah. But either way, these are all things that we would figure out over time, especially during the job. And we can still use this bot throughout that time period, which is really nice. Once that is completely done, it's going to show absolutely everything here. And then it's going to ask some follow-up. So it said, would you like me to adjust any line items? I'm going to say for now, we're fine. Convert this into a formal customer invoice, add or remove any scope items. I'm just going to say, form it into a customer invoice and send it to Dominic Baptist. Boom, done. Let's see if it does it, guys. By the way, this is a completely untrained bot. This was completely from scratch. It didn't have a knowledge base in it. It had nothing in it. So that shows you the power of skills. If it's able to do this, just adding a skill would have been able to do all of these things. Some of these new features that GHL is adding are just unbelievable. So let me pick which one I want. I'm going to do option 2 because I have access to that email easier. Option 2.
It's crazy how many people don't know about this. I talk to people, I'm like, what do you mean managed agents? It's the same.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. Even guys that I work with all the time that have successful agencies and stuff, they're like, nah, we really haven't messed around with super agents or managed agents. They haven't really messed around with any AI stuff. And I'm like, oh, you have no idea what you're missing out on. And things like this do matter, because even if you're not using it and you're doing well successfully in the agency space, that's totally fine. I know a lot of people that are. This is genuinely here to make your life easier as an agency owner, and then your customer's life like 100 times easier. We are going to get to the point. I think 6 months from now, from this day, I think these managed agents will be normalized. I think things like this will be super normal. And I think business owners will have a lot of agents that are running a lot of their stuff.
There's still people, though, that don't even have a website. There's going to be so many people that take so long to adopt this kind of stuff. I'm already seeing it. Even advanced agency owners aren't using the AI. You guys have this massive moat right now where people are just going to be slow to adopt this stuff.
Correct. The concrete guy that I just filmed for today has been around for 20 years and he has no website. He's never had one. So It's pretty nuts, man. And check it out, guys. Does this look familiar? Look at this thing. It's perfect. Only did it send the invoice. It has it perfectly set up. It's got the invoice number. It has the item name with the description under each. Do you know how long it would have taken someone to physically go in, manually go in and type in all of these, come up with the price, calculate it, do the descriptions, and then create the invoice, put them all in here, and then send them out? We got $6,550, and I could pay this right now with the card. Check this out, guys. We got credit card options in here. We got US bank account options in here if I want to do Chase Bank, Connect, something like that. Google Pay, Cash App. We got Klarna, we got Affirm, Amazon Pay. We got all these different options because it's Go High Level. So really cool. It's got everything in here. I could also do this with estimates. It doesn't have to just be an invoice. It could be an estimate, and then they would approve the estimate, and boom, you're good to go. So that is from one single skill that we created in under, I would say, 2 minutes, probably 2 minutes to create that skill. And it already knows exactly how to bid these jobs, which is just like absolutely, that's just crazy. It's just insane. It's insane what we were able to do in such a very, very quick amount of time.
So as you guys saw, managed agents are the future. This stuff is absolutely insane. But what me and Dom have done to make this easier is we've actually talked to the Go High Level team, and we've secured something special for you. So if you come to the Go High Level website, you will see start a 14-day free trial. But what me and Dom have done, we've talked to the Go High Level team to secure you an extended 30-day free trial. Yes, not the normal 14-day like this, but the extended 30-day. On top of that, we're going to give you access to not only all of my bonuses, but also all of Dominic's bonuses. Guys, this is the community built. It's absolutely insane. You can just see in the wins column, it is loaded with people landing clients. Loaded. We also have every single course snapshot pre-built out system you can possibly want. It is all in here. And again, Dom's bonuses as well. As if we come right down here, we have all kinds of other courses, white label content, and the whole 9 yards. And on top of that, we have live calls every day of the week, even ones with me and Dominic coming soon. And you can message us in the top right corner whenever you want. Dom, real quick, before we wrap up this video, how insane is this community? Let's just quickly talk the value, because I have never seen someone give away the amount of bonuses that we give away. I've also have never seen the amount of wins we have. You go in the winning column, beginners left and right. Hey, I landed a client. I did this. I just got this guy. It is absurd what we offer here.
Yes, there are so many different things in here. You go to the learning section, you've got probably over 30, 40 snapshots in there. You've got all these updated, amazing AI prompts, constantly updating the AI prompts. Just came out with one for AI Studio. It's unreal. 20 prompt AI Studio. It's the best one. I just did a masterclass on the entire thing, and they're saying it's one of the more successful masterclasses they've seen. It was great. I had so many people live show up. So anybody who came to that, thank you guys so much. But also, it's all about just updating these things. AI is constantly, like, what you're seeing last week is different than what you're seeing this week, and what last month is completely different than what you're going to see next month. And so any affiliates that are just throwing something in and walking away, those guys aren't going to last. So you got to have affiliates like Declan and I who are constantly updating these, constantly pushing different tools, and constantly making videos on the newest updates literally 24 hours after they come out. So that's what separates a good affiliate from a great one. And I think you guys would be very happy in here.
And I think another thing too, and you hit the nail on the head there, is that so many people, they'll give you the bonuses and then they won't update them. And if you don't update them, there's no point. And guys, I'm not promising you this, but if you come down below to the link and you click the link right down below, you will see all of these little videos of students winning. Now, I had to literally cap these at a certain limit because I had so many. The page would go on forever. But I'm not even joking you. These are real people winning. Again, this is not a guarantee that you're going to jump in like Bianca and land 3 clients for this much money or make 30, 40, 50K a month. I'm not promising you that, but real people are doing that. And guys, everything we are giving away is free. There's not this like, hey, you got to sneak in and pay an extra 10K for our mastermind. None of that. It's all free when you use High Level under me or Dominic. So go right down below, sign up for your 30-day free trial or upgrade and get into community, because there is nothing like this. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be linking a video that's going to be the complete Super Agents tutorial. It's going to go through all of that. Check it out. Also, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments down below. Dominic, anything from you before we wrap this up?
That's pretty much it. That's the entire update to managed agents. This video was not to get you guys to hop on managed agents and you have to sell them to succeed in GHL, but hopefully it opens your eyes to the newer things that are coming out and where Go High Level is clearly going in the future. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I can't wait to do another update in a couple of days when they update it again. So, man.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and watch the video that pops up right now.